Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions regarding this watch. Today we're discussing a model that launched in 2020. If you loved the Sinn U1 but you couldn't quite bear its size, there's the Sinn U50. From the Frankfurt manufacturer of tool-style watches for professionals, we get the 41mm U-boat steel U50 here with a Tegiment and hard black coated bezel. So more on that in just a moment. Let's talk about the dimensions. It is a friendlier size from Sinn dive watches, 41 in diameter, svelte at 11.3 millimeters thick, 47.5 from lug tip to lug tip, with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now we have this Sinn factory silicone strap. It is velvety, soft, and incredibly comfortable. You can also see that it conforms to the edge of the case, so it traces the arc of the lugs, but also the curve of the case for a very integrated look. And while it is silicone, it's also massively constructed with a super thick cross-section, so this is going to last just as long as any kind of vulcanized rubber. And you can see that they have little inserts along with pre-scored sections, so you can cut this precisely to length, and those on both sides. So there is quite a bit of adjustability in there. And we will cut this to length and help you out with the sizing, so don't worry about that. The clasp is twin trigger release with a massive single fold internally. And then there's a little hatch right here. I'll demonstrate how this works. So you can see how this crimping system works internally. You're able to simply slide the individual bolt out, make the cut, slide it back into a slot, and then lock it into place, just like that. So if you want to, for example, have a little bit of adjustable range and not cut it completely, you gain the ability to move in and out just like this. So in a way, even though it doesn't have a bracelet, it does maintain a little bit of fine adjustment mechanism like a Rolex glide lock system. And so you have the ability to slot in and out via that little drilling right there, but then you can also move in and out. And of course, then it locks into place once you've selected. So even though you do cut it to length, you've still got adjustability. For example, if you want to extend it over a dive suit. Taking a look in profile, we have strap tool holes in the case. That's for those of you who wish to swap straps and use your strap tools at home. You can see it's all Media Blast, which is nice because if it ever gets disfigured or scratched or scuffed, when it goes back to the factory, a Media Blast finishing can be re-blasted. You don't need to grind it down like you do to resurface polishing or satination. Now the bezel is captive in construction, which means you see these little screws in profile. Sinn and Breitling are probably the companies that still do this at the largest scale. So the bezel can't be snapped off by an impact because it's held on by these screws. So it has to be physically dismantled for watchmaking, which is all to your advantage as it makes your watch tougher. You can't snap the bezel off by accident. We have an off-centered crown. The idea is to create a watch that's ambidextrous, so it won't necessarily dig your wrist regardless of how you wear it. The bezel is also Tegiment, which means it's a carbon-diffused steel that is incredibly hard, over 1,200 Vickers. And then you've got this hard black DLC coating that is harder still. So what Sinn found was that if you've got this super hard DLC on a soft underlying steel, it breaks like an egg breaks. So you hit an egg and the yolk underneath collapses and the eggshell, which is very hard, collapses in on the yolk. Well, if the yolk were as hard as a rock, the outer shell would be much less likely to collapse in and fracture. So Sinn only puts DLC these days, hard black, on a Tegimented substrate so that the super hard and scratch resistant outer coating can't collapse on a soft steel within. So this is a very, very durable heat shield for the watch. It would be hard, honestly, to scratch the lugs when the bezel this large and this hard is acting as your blow protection. Now the bezel, yep, you guessed it, 60-click bezel and super chunky. It's got a very pronounced mechanical feel and a huge bezel pearl. Let's do our loom shot here. As you can see, no shortage of loom on this dial, and the seconds hand is luminescent. Now, every dive watch should have that because you know whether your dive timer is running if you're diving at night or diving deep where light might not be accessible. I also prefer a dive bezel to a chronograph. I find it easier to read. It's easier to read times that are less than an hour but more than 30 minutes, and you don't have to downstream Maintenance costs of a chronograph. Inside, Sellita SW301. The 301 here delivered in what's known as the top grade, one down from chronometer, adjusted in-house at Sinn. An SW300 is basically Sellita's version of the ETA 289-282. They're so old that the copyrights have expired, so anyone can use the architecture. So bidirectional winding, 40 to 42 hour power reserve, 25 joules. It's 4 hertz beat rate, and it's got a quick set date as well as hacking seconds. You can see the watch, 500 meters, water resistant, super anti-glare dial, one of the reasons why a perfectly flat crystal is used. On the back, you notice U-boat steel. What does that mean? It means it's the same steel used by shipyards like Böhm Voss today to make modern German submarines. Now, some of those submarines made for the German Navy, some are sold to allies, but the steel that's used is anti-corrosive to the extent that you don't even need to rinse it after exposure to sea salt, a lot like Rolex 904L. Unlike 904L, this is also harder than standard stainless steel. It's about 300 to 350, whereas standard stainless is typically somewhere between 175 and 225. So not only more resistant to corrosion, but also it is a harder steel. There's lots to love. If you love this watch and you want a German-made sports watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.